Alright, so this is the quick start guide. I'm going to give a brief overview of the sheet and how it works. Just know in the description I have a video for everything I'm going to cover that goes into detail if you need to know more about it, but this is just to get you the general idea and concept of how the sheet works. First thing you're going to want to do is make your own copy of the spreadsheet. Again, you can watch the video on that, on how to do that, but then you're going to want to open that up and make that your template. You're going to make copies of that template because what you're going to do is you're going to come into here, go to inputs, and you're going to input your specific information, like what is your company name, what's the phone number, what's your logo, email, that sort of stuff. And then that way you can just make copies of this and not have to do that every single time. Alright, so you're going to make a copy of this for every estimate you do. Good idea is to name it the name of the customer, maybe even put the date on there. It's going to open up a spreadsheet that looks like this. Now, if you show up 10 minutes early to your estimate or something and you already have some information, you can start putting that in, like enter the customer's name, address, phone number, all that sort of stuff. Each tab down here is going to describe what it is. So this would be the actual contract that you're going to give to the customer. It's going to show them what you're doing with different prices. If you need to open up other pages to where you can insert pictures and stuff like that, you can do so. Or if it's pretty straightforward, easy estimate, maybe you're just painting a shed or something, you don't need pictures, you don't have to do that. Feel free to change anything that's on here. It's got some basic terms and conditions to help protect you. So then you're going to go talk to the client. If they say anything specific, I like to just put it right on the contract. Maybe they say, these are my grandmother's rose bushes. She just passed away. Can you be extra careful? You put something like extra careful around rose bushes, something like that. This is a great place to put specific notes. Now, after you talk to the client and you get the scope of work you're going to be doing, like are we including the shed? Are we not including the shed? That sort of stuff. You're going to come to your measurements page and you're going to measure out. In this case, we're going to be specifically talking about a house. So you would just follow it top to bottom and go through the 4 sides of the house, front, right, back, left. There's extra rows if you need them. If you have a lot, if it's a big house and has a lot, generally this is more than enough what you see right here. So this is what it'd look like after you enter some measurements. You're going to come down here and you're going to select what kind of paints you want to bid it with. Maybe you're going to bid more than one option. And the beautiful part of it is right now with A100 selected, it shows you what the pricing is, but maybe you wanted to put resilience on the body and it's as simple as changing this right here to get what that new price is. If you had something they wanted itemized like a deck, you can easily do that. And then down here, there's places to put pictures of the house, just to have it all in one area where you can come back and look at them later. If you're on a tablet, it's super easy to put a picture in here. Another nice thing is it doesn't take up memory on your tablet. It saves it to the spreadsheet so that it's nice and organized. All right, if you need to have any kind of wood replacement, you'd enter it here. And then you're going to fill out this contract. So we got these measurements. What do we got? It says 7309. So I'll put something like 7309. And this shows, hey, here's what the house is. Deposit, balance, that's all going to be pulled from the inputs, but you can change what kind of deposit you want, what kind of sales discount you want, if you want that at all. And then I'll automatically fill out, oh, here's the discount. You can see $65.78. That's right here. If you happen to be in a place that uses a sales tax, click on these 2 lines right here and it'll pull up that information for you, and just make sure on the inputs page you put what the sales tax actually is. All right, so after you fill out the contract, I like to export it as a PDF. And I like to present it to the client like this on a tablet so they see it just like they'd see a piece of paper, and then ask them if they want to sign up. If they do, I'll mark the option and have them sign right here. Now, if the homeowner wanted maybe a receipt or some kind of invoice, got a basic invoice right here. You could change this to deposit. Let's see, it said it was 1973. Just put 1973 there, and you've got the deposit. Maybe it's after the job is done and it's insurance work and they want an itemized invoice. This is here for you, which will show the amount for all the things you're doing and break out the price for you. If you want it to be like a receipt to show that it's paid, you just grab this guy, bring it into the picture, and now when we say file, download the PDF, it looks nice and neat for you, and you can give this to the potential client. If you're using employees or subs, this is a great little breakdown to show some numbers that'll be important to them. You could hide the hours or units if it's a sub and you don't want them to see that. But if they're employees, you can show them, hey, here's the hours I budgeted, make sure you come in underneath that. And if it's a sub, you can show them, here's what you're going to get for painting this house, which is going to add the labor and the materials. And then it shows what we're paying for each item that we're doing. So for the windows, you're getting $540. If there's an itemized option, that's how much it is. And if there's any wood replacement, that's how much they'll get paid. So one of the best parts about this is these all applications, you can choose any of the standards that come from the inputs. And let's say that it's something unique that wouldn't normally be in here, like maybe you're doing a very special commercial job that you're using a specific lift and it's this special trim, and you realize, hey, with the circumstances we're doing, as many coats as we're doing, whatever the conditions are, I'm confident I can do 12 linear foot per hour. By just putting that in the spreadsheet, now you can let it do the math for you. You'd come into your measurements, come into one of these all applications, start typing special, it'll bring it up, click on it. We've got, 4,000 linear foot of it. You put that in there, and it's that easy to incorporate it into the price and make sure that it's being accounted for when you're estimating. Another great thing about the Google Drive and using the Google Sheets is after you've got that sheet that has the contract, the pictures, the measurements, all that, maybe you want to give it to a subcontractor crew, you can just click on it and press Get Link. All you have to do is change this from restricted to anyone. Make sure this is on viewer, which just means that they can't change it. They can only look at it. Copy link. And then you could text this to your subcontractor crew, and now they have everything they need to know about the job. Again, check out the description. You can see all the other videos I have that go into detail about a lot of the stuff I just talked about. But hopefully that gives you a general overview and idea of how to get started with this spreadsheet.